What's up, family? Back again. And if it's your first time, welcome. My name's Kevin. This is Reality Spins, and I have to give you another example of why I call this channel Reality Spins. Okay, so Kanye just released a few tweets on Twitter, on X, where he speaks about some unspeakable things, or where he took part in some unspeakable actions with a cousin when they were kids. I would assume adolescent age. He said it carried on up until he was 14, I believe it was. And the reason why I'm terming it this way, family, is because I'm really not comfortable talking about this. I mean, it's, yeah, I know we all gotta give content. We all gotta create content. I understand, but yeah, this is a spin for me, and let me tell you why it's a spin. Honestly, okay. For years now, we've seen Kanye ever since like his mom passed. We've seen him go out of his way to say the most outlandish things, do the most outlandish things. You see here recently, he was on Academics, decked down in an all-black KKK outfit, including the hat. I mean, are you serious? But we've seen him do some outrageous things. And then like this last thing, when he was, I tried to watch some of it, where he was on Academics. And, at first I was getting the feeling that, he's doing all of this because, he has fears about what's happening with his children. And, but then the more and more you get into it, it feels more like something's just wrong with him. You know what I mean? But here's the spin for me. The man is doing everything he can to not stay stationary for a long period of time. He's always moving around, and he's always saying that they're trying to commit me, or they're trying to make me seem crazy. They're trying to put me in the hospital. He said all these things, And so the spin for me is, on the one hand, I wanna hear these things he's saying and the things he wrote on Twitter, and sympathize with him and say, hey man, I wish that he can get help, But the spin is, how can you get help if you already feel like somebody's looking to do something to you in that field? You know what I mean? So, I mean, y'all tell me, am I crazy? But, that's just, and this won't be a long video because I don't have a lot of interest in this. You know what I mean? And it's not that I want people to ignore Kanye and the things he's going through. No. I want us to see him and learn from the things he's going through. But for the most part, he's an entertainer. Most of the time when he do some crazy stuff, it usually there's usually like an album coming out right after. You know what I mean? But lately he hasn't been putting out anything. He has just been doing more shock stuff. You know what I mean? He's like becoming known for just the shocking things he does and the things he says. And he's the first person in history to lose $1 billion and all this. I don't care nothing about that. For me, this is mostly about the fact that he, in my opinion, he's someone who needs help, but how can you get help when you feel like the help is tainted? You know what I mean? And that's not how I feel. That's how he feels. And, and a lot of his conversation is tearing the black man down and all of this. He has tried to run back to the black community. You know what I mean? But I mean, come on, man. What can we really do for you? You know what I mean? Other than wish you well. You know what I mean? You've taken yourself out of arm's reach. You know what I mean? We're not, as a whole, as a culture. I mean, and I don't mean color all the time, because Kanye West got more than black fans. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you're unreachable, how can we actually help you? You know what I mean? If they put you in an institution, what do you want us to do? Do it like a January 6th? I mean, y'all tell me, family. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be a long, but if you stayed to this point, I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, give me your thoughts on the situation. I try to go light on it because, like I said, I'm not really interested in a bunch of crazy talk, man. And I'm not discrediting it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying it's not something I want to promote. You know what I mean? Share the video if you get the opportunity, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again. Salute.